Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to reveal new secrets of many of the legacy characters as well as some of the sequel trilogy characters in this story by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect and/or element of Episode 9 that a lot of people, including myself, am really looking forward to seeing is, of course, exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to utilize all of the different connections to the prequels and the originals and some of the original trilogy and prequel trilogy characters in this story that will benefit the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for Episode 9. Now, specifically, a description of both Kylo Ren and Rey on a landing pad, with both of their lightsabers ignited, where it's described that Rey is holding an object in front of Kylo that is described to be an ancient relic that once belonged to Anakin Skywalker. It said that Kylo has been searching for this relic to see the power that it's capable of providing, where Rey is said to reveal to Kylo Ren a big secret of Anakin Skywalker's relic and why he kept this hidden away. It's described that the relic is a relic of an ancient Sith Lord that Anakin discovered during the events of the Clone Wars that was eventually handed down to Ahsoka Tano and later discovered by Rey, where when Rey held the device, it's described that it showed her a dark future if one pursued the power that this device holds, since it has a connection to the beyond and that one of the acolytes is also after this relic that Anakin hid away in the Lost City. The last describes Rey storing the device in her pocket, which is when Kylo discovers and continues his lightsaber duel, with Rey trying to retrieve the artifact that once belonged to his grandfather Anakin Skywalker. The device is described to hold the key to the many dark side abilities that many Sith Lords searched for that accidentally fell into the hands of Anakin Skywalker. So what's really intriguing about all of this is how Kylo Ren is trying to retrieve this object from Rey that holds all these different secrets of his own grandfather, Anakin Skywalker. So we do know that J.J. Abrams is really going to introduce a lot of Jedi and Sith lore in very unique ways that we have ever seen before on the big screen in order to really benefit some of the legacy and sequel trilogy characters as well. Now, I want to go over this device. Now, a lot of people are really starting to wonder as to exactly what this device really is, since it does hold the origins of the dark side, as well as it serves as a key to the beyond, a location within the galaxy that holds many dark side capabilities or abilities, if you will. Now, the whole entire idea of explaining elements of Anakin Skywalker's past in Episode 9, in my point of view, is a great thing to do for The Rise of Skywalker. It just makes sense, and I can totally see as to why J.J. Abrams is really aiming to really throw in a lot of these little references and a lot of these little Easter eggs, because in case you guys did not know, that this device is actually going to be revealed in the Clone Wars Season 7. Now, this makes a lot of sense because, you know, we do know that Anakin Skywalker is actually going to have a bigger story in the Clone Wars Season 7. This device is, in fact, going to be featured in that, of course, 2020, which is when the actual TV series actually drops, during, of course, most likely in the first act of 2020 on Disney+. So the other piece that I do want to go over is how Rey is actually keeping this away from Kylo Ren, since she herself actually went through the power that it holds, and she saw a dark future. If one, pursued this power, it would only pretty much, spell, something terrible for that character that embraces that power. Which this could very well maybe imply that this is what really, serves as the roots of Anakin Skywalker's dark side. Besides the whole entire, obsession over his wife not dying through childbirth and Emperor Palpatine and his manipulation, it's very possible that this device was basically the root cause of Anakin Skywalker being susceptible to that. You can really see how JJ is really trying to dig deep into the story and is really trying to really bring this movie to the prequels and the originals in ways that we could ever imagine before. So I also want to go over this other piece where, of course, Kylo Ren is trying to retrieve this as well as the Dark Acolyte. So at least two villains in The Rise of Skywalker are after this device. Now, both Kylo Ren and the Dark Acolyte, also known as Vance, are really after this device because of the truth and the power that it really holds. And you can only imagine, right? You can only imagine what would happen if Kylo Ren got a hold of this device and really used it to his own advantage. You know, you can only imagine exactly what Kylo Ren would become with this device that holds the origins of the dark side. And in case you guys did not know, the character Vance actually knows the origins of the dark side naturally and has this major connection to the character of Emperor Palpatine, as we just went over. So, like I said, guys, I mean, J.J. Abrams, it really seems like he's trying his very best in order to include all these different pieces of lore, as well as new pieces of lore that fans have never seen before in the Star Wars universe. That's going to really be, you know, very unique and original to a majority of fans around the world. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.